Gotta love the classics, huh? Well, hey guys, it's KrisKringle here, and I'm back with a new Let's Play, and to your surprise, I'm joined by a guest.
What's up, guys? Optim Bacon here.
Yes, the long, apparently not retired YouTuber.
Yeah.
But nah, he's
The long-suffering from technical difficulties YouTuber.
Yeah, so he's here joining me. They're trying something new with this Let's Play. We're doing some co-commentary. I figure it would be a fun thing to try out. And what better game to start off with my new Let's Play, Spider-Man 2, Enter Electro. After many technical difficulties, I finally got to work to hopefully something at least visually appealing. But before anything starts, prologue.
Previously on Spider-Man.
Who dares? Face me, coward! Face a worthy foe. Spider-Man?
He's stealing Octavius's device. That was Eddie Brock. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure. Daredevil.
That leaves one question.
Back before Marvel rights were like
Phase
really
one
confusing.
completed. Let us begin phase 2.
No one can control the symbiotes. No one.
Before everybody owned every Marvel character ever.
And now, Spider-Man 2.
A little known fact, some people think, oh, they just redid the graphics for that scene, right? Like, show the stuff in the first game. Well, actually, no, those are the graphics from the Dreamcast version. Yeah, to some people's non-existent memory, there was actually a Sega Dreamcast version of the first game. Most people usually know the PlayStation version or the N64 one, but no, the Dreamcast had one as well, with better graphics, which they decided to do for this one, and this one kind of followed suit with the same type of updated graphics. Anyway, got our startup menu here. Records, it just mainly shows like different character bios and stuff like that. Special is like a bunch of different modes, like what if mode. You can do like these crazy things and stuff like that. And also there's different like other options with cheats and stuff like that. Training, you can train in the danger room with the X-Men, and of course you got your options in your gallery and stuff like that. We're just gonna move on to a new game and do it on normal difficulty because I ain't about that hard life, man.
I had this game my dad had this game when I was really little. And as like 6-7-year-old, this scene used to scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask, like, because like you're joining me on this, like, what's your like history with this game other than that?
Well, I was never able to get past the first boss, and as we learned last time I was over here, I still can't get past the first boss. Yeah. I never was able to, but I got enjoyment out of as much of the game as I could play, but it's not one that I necessarily had the intention to go back to.
Yeah, it's all good, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely, well, we'll get into it more later. Right now, let's just enjoy the beautiful graphics. They could finally afford to, it's actually coming up. They could finally afford to put his hood up. That costs like 50,000 man-hours to animate.
Soon.
That laugh, though.
Yeah, he's like trying to be a Joker wannabe. Captain America foils Doc Ock and Spider-Man's sinister plot. Spider-Man's still at large. God damn. Theft and that resolution, destruction at biotech facility, which is basically what's just shown.
Did you say theft and delusion?
Shut up. It's the resolution, man. Also, Stan Lee
Welcome, true
cameo
believers.
again.
Stan Lee here,
So yeah, like
bringing
with
yet another
what was shown in the
scintillating
cutscene,
tale of
Electro,
superhero daring do.
big power
Now
dude,
it
he's
appears
like
that
off to
trouble
get
has
this
found
technology
our
from
arachnid
biotech
hero yet
to make
again.
this ultimate
So
weapon
get
that
ready
we
for
have yet to really find out more about.
web-slinging tale of shocking
But
revelations.
before that, X-Men cameo.
Beast, what's got you bounding about? Not a sentinel attack, I hope.
Greetings, my web-slinging compatriot. I noticed perchance your diurnal patrol and thought I would provide you with information of a practical and necessary nature.
Thanks for the show of interest, Beast. But I've been doing this for a while now. I think I'm okay.
Indeed. We shall see. Would you mind telling me what this is?
Every game
That's
with
my
mandatory
trusty
cutscenes.
spider
I'm good.
compass. It
I'm
shows
sure
me
you
where
are,
to
but
go
I'm going
out
to
and
tutorial
about.
you anyway.
Well, I could skip these cutscenes if I wanted to.
I do believe
but
you are correct,
I
sir.
like to show the
Since you're
things.
so smart, why don't you try following
Also, it's cool
me?
to see like them just utilize every Marvel character ever in these games. It's fun, especially since you don't really get to see Beast from X-Men that much in games, really. So.
Pressing R2
Yeah.
allows me to web swing.
Gives you something
that
to
I should
marvel
be able
at.
to catch up to Beast with
God
no
damn it.
problem.
Anyway, yeah, we can web swing with R2. Unfortunately, though, you can only web swing 2
Pretty
times
good,
in the air.
Webhead. Now I've seen
Because
these
after you
all
web swing
over
the second
city.
time, Spider-Man suddenly remembers
This
that
gives me
the
more
death of
webbing.
Uncle Ben was all his fault, and he just like can't live with himself anymore. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all the question marks, but
There we
yeah,
go.
it's just
Spider sense
get ourselves some,
tingling.
good. Oh, we got ourselves some bad guys here. So yeah, with our trusty web cartridges, we can do a variety of web attacks with the triangle button. When you do up and triangle, you do a web impact like that. And let's see what this
Looks like
might
I'm
talk.
expected.
Tell us about it.
Holding L1 will allow me to target those guys from
Oh
here.
yeah. You can target with L1, and it can lead to many. Oh crap! I forgot it's inverted. Like that. Web yank is triangle and down. And let's show off web gloves with triangle and left. Gives you more powerful
I think those
punches.
were tourists.
And triangle right is web dome. Creates like a shockwave type thing. And yeah, got some options there.
I remember when I
Performance,
was
Spider-Man.
younger, I knew I had all those attacks, but I didn't know that it was based on what direction you were pressing.
One of these
So
will
I'd
give me more
mostly just
health.
kind of use my basic attacks, and then I'd just randomly use
I'm
super
already
abilities
at
and be
full
like,
health.
why can't I do that again? How did I do that?
Yeah, I mean, some of the Spider-Man games do different options when doing your web abilities. Some of them are actually pressure sensitive, like for how long you hold the button for.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's mostly with the older ones, but yeah. And then like some of them like are like special moves kind of thing, or like after you do a certain combo, you can do like a web attack or something like that, or it's like or just like a simple button, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this first area is mainly just to kind of get you used to the controls and your different abilities. Doesn't throw too much at you at first. Unfortunately, though, in this game, there's no button to simply press that so you can like just climb up a wall that way. Is when you're just running into it, that's how you do it. And oh yeah, I forgot circle's kick in this game. I was trying to use it for jump. All right.
That guy like blinked through you to the other side when you kicked him.
Oh yeah. Well.
Like if you kicked him to the north, he flew south behind you.
What are they up to? Time to do that hero thing, Spidey.
Bank getting robbed by a Shaolin monk. Where's this world coming to?
You won't get far with that Spidey tracer on him.
Whoa, web freak!
I was just slipping in my my contact number, man. It's like, here's my card.
Whoa.
Alright, with this area, you gotta defeat certain groups of enemies to be able to move on. So of course, first off, we have these guys here.
Time to save the day.
This is actually kind of a cool level to have for like first starting off, because in the first game you couldn't really go down to street level at all. Here, like within the first like couple minutes, you're down to street level. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have fond memories of this first level.
Does also have a decent amount to explore too.
What are they up to now?
You're dead, do-gooder!
Little kid me thought this level was huge.
I mean, I guess it is kind of big, but
Yeah. And everything's relative to scale. I mean,
There.
like,
Paint and Bondo
it was the
fix
first
things
time I
here?
really played a big open area, so this level to 7-year-old me was like the GTA city.
oh yeah.
It's like I can go everywhere.
Well, I think at this point GTA might have just come out. I think. So I'm not sure when relative to this game,
How
but yeah.
original.
My first GTA experience was Vice City.
All of you guys
Oh, yeah.
against me.
That was just like a year after 3, I think, so not too far off from the first 3D stuff. So like a general rule of thumb is that punches are quicker, but they do less damage, but kicks are like heavier attacks, but they take longer to do. So especially like when you do the full combo, like the 3-hit combo.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now there is also collectibles in this game. Like in the first game, there's comic books to collect, which you can actually read when you go back to the startup menu, which is
Like
pretty
from the
cool.
gallery?
Yeah, and they're actually real comic books, like that are published.
That's
so you
cool.
kind of just have your own way of getting them.
Does this look right to anyone?
I'm not gonna be going for all of them because I don't know where all of them are. So if I see one or I think I know one, then I'll go for it. But you know.
How am I gonna... I could just yank the cap off that hydrant. I could put out the
Yeah,
fire.
yeah, another little mini task.
That did it. Now to find out if there's more of them.
I believe that should be it for the thugs.
Spider-Man 10, Nameless Thug 0. Another shout out for yours truly. The signal from my spider tracer's growing weak. Better take to the rooftops and follow my compass.
Yeah, now back to the rooftops. I always really
Before
love.
you go up there, I actually want to test something super quick. Can I just
Yeah.
take controller for a second?
Sure.
And remember what? Right, you can't send to the camera. I just want to check if this game has a certain... No, okay, it doesn't seem like it does.
What are you trying to do?
There's something I learned about recently that's in more common in platformer games, but it's a little mechanic where when you run off a ledge, there's like
a
a
little higher.
split second where you
high
can
enough.
still jump as if you had terrain under you.
Oh yeah.
Amusingly, it's called coyote time.
Oh, by the way, what happened to you not wanting to pick up the controller for this Let's Play?
Shut up.
Alright. The signal from my Spidey tracer is stronger from up here. My compass should lead right to him.
I really love Rino Romano as Spider-Man in this game. He's one of my favorites voice actors for the character. He's really good. He's most known for like
That guy sure had coyote time.
yeah. His Spider-Man roles range from this. Oh,
Wonderful.
why didn't I grab the wall? That was weird. His Spider-Man roles range from these two PlayStation games, but also this obscure Spider-Man cartoon called Spider-Man Unlimited. I don't know if too many people have watched that. It didn't run for very long, so
The signal
not
from my
surprised
Spidey
if
tracer is
some people are
stronger
like,
from
what?
up here.
I've never heard of
Compass
it.
should lead
Yeah,
right
I mean, I didn't expect you to, but
Yeah.
but it's a really good one. One of my personal favorites. It's only 13 episodes too, so it's like. But yeah, like favorite Spider-Man voice actor is like a tie between Rino Romano
If I take out
or
that thug,
Josh
we'll stop the
Keaton,
machine
who
gun.
is the voice of Spider-Man in Spectacular Spider-Man, which is also a really good Spider-Man show. Highly recommend, even if you aren't like the most into superheroes. I think it's still a good watch. And I forgot I can't turn the cameras.
I'm already at full health.
I tried to do like some games like you use the R2 and L2 buttons to rotate the camera, but this game doesn't.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Spyro the Dragon as well. It's like, you know, but this game doesn't have it at all really. It's just like pretty much tank controls all the way.
It's all mine.
Basically, everything's a tank except for your health bar.
I fell off. Great. It's hard to walk in straight lines when you have web feet like Spider-Man. Whatever. Not too far.
All right. The signal from my Spidey tracer is stronger from up
Time to
here.
speed run
My
now.
compass should lead right to him.
Get him!
Does web slinging also use up ink cartridges?
A tiny bit, like when you first use it, because pretty much each web swing cycle is, you know, your 2 swings.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, I think, after like, you know, 1 cycle, it counts towards your web cartridge.
Okay, yeah, I could see it move a bit there.
Yeah, it's only a little bit though. It's like the special moves take up quite a bit of it,
Yeah.
like that.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
And speaking of the devil, oh jeez, it can be somewhat disorienting when they shoot me out of the air like that.
The way he said "Don't look down" there reminds me of the beginning of Second Son when you're like climbing along a cliffside to get to the party house, and Dustin's like, "Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down." And it's like almost the exact same voice tone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not to derive the commentary too far from games other than this one, but
Oh, it's quite fine. I sometimes get sidetracked with a lot of subjects when I'm playing these things.
yeah. I recently restarted that game to play the evil ending, and like I knew I wasn't going to enjoy it as much because like I actually got really attached to the story in that one, so playing the evil ending was kind of difficult. But I found something out that is going to make it, like from a gameplay standpoint, an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
There was one ability that I was like abusing to like no end throughout my entire playthrough. It wasn't overly powerful, but it was basically made it so it went with the neon element. If you, when you zoomed in, you got a couple seconds of bullet time, so you could an enemy slowed down. I just found out that you only get that ability if you're playing the good mode.
Oh really?
Yeah, meaning I don't get that ability now.
Oh man.
That's gonna make this very difficult, because I relied on that as a crutch throughout the entire playthrough.
Damn.
That's what I get for being an asshole, I guess.
The
It's like, you're gonna play evil? Okay, we'll take away your safety net.
yeah, evil never prospers, I guess they could say.
Yeah. And of course, evil gets some exclusive abilities too, but honestly, I think the good karma gets
That's
better
all.
exclusive
Gotta
abilities.
find that motorcycle.
Right, so we... Oh, damn it. We got rid of the turret guys, so now we can move on to where we can track down the motorcycle to find out our mystery thief. Yeah, just barely made it over with 2 swings.
I mean, you probably would have been safe still, because you'd have a bit of forward momentum when you fell, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, a little bit.
And we get to the part I could never get past. Well, actually, not yet, sorry.
Yeah.
You have to fight some enemies first. Forgot about that. Shady dealings in the warehouse.
Yeah.
You're being followed.
Yeah, right after we see these shady deals, I think it'll be a part after
I've got
this,
something planned.
and we'll rejoin once we regain control. So, yeah.
Looks like this is the place. Now, I know I have that invite here somewhere.
I left it in my other suit.
If this were a movie, someone would spring a trap right about now.